Wednesday. Wednesday! That means that it is watering wine and whiskey, my dog, Wednesday. Hi, I'm Krista. Welcome to my channel. If you love plants, if you love anything planty or anything bougie, I guess, because I'm going to be talking about some bougie wine, cool little hacky type appetizer tricks, wine stuff, whatever. Anyway, I'm here for you and I want to have fun and hang out with you. So join me today as I talk to you about plant care and wine and dog stuff. Let's do it. Let's get right into it. So what I usually do as part of my plant care routine, like especially if it's a high maintenance day, Whiskey wants to say hi. Do you want to say hi? Because you're awfully naughty. Okay. Hi. Love you too. All right. So whiskey is obviously part of the Whiskey Wednesday wine thing. And I guess because he's being so needy right now, let's get into the treat portion where I give him a little treat. And I tried these new treats today, okay? They stink like the crap. I'm telling you right now. They're disgustingly stinky, but he seemed to like them. They're called Barky Bark Red Barred Naturals. Apparently they're made from like some kind of esophagus, waste not, want not, right? Whatever. I got these at Wegmans for $4.95. It wasn't too bad of a deal, I don't think. Oh God. Don't recommend smoking them. Are you going to be good for my plant care day? Are you going to be good? Oh. Good boy. And of course, as always, he takes it into that room for whatever reason and has to eat it out there. I don't know. Dogs are weird. All right. Back to the cooking stuff. This is like a tried and true, easy, super easy thing, right? So yeah, Wegmans, $2.50. Walmart, I think it's $1. So depending on where you are and what you prefer. So I would just easily, cut this guy with a bread knife. If you don't have a bread knife, use whatever knife you have. It's not that big of a deal. If you want to pan in. I usually make these like, I don't know, 1/4 inch thick. Try not to make them too thin. I try to make it so that it can hold some cheese and some, tomatoes or whatever it is that I'm doing. It's super light, it's super healthy, and it adds a little crispy texture. So I always spray the top. That's what I do. You don't like it, you don't have to do it, but that is what I do. And then I just very lightly sprinkle garlic salt. That's it. Done. You don't need any more garlic, you don't need any more salt unless you love garlic and you want to have garlic breath. Fight off those vampires, baby. I'm all about it. All right. So, after this step, I put these in the oven. I preheat the oven I usually do broil personally, that's what I do, but you can preheat your oven to a lower temperature for a longer period of time, but I'm all about simplicity, get it done. So once I stick it in there, I'm gonna let it set, and then I'm gonna flip it, and then I'm gonna stick it in again. Very affordable. Hello, cheese that's on the floor. Okay, we are good. It's Wegmans, obviously, very affordable. It's not rocket science, very easy. I'm gonna sprinkle that on I'm gonna sprinkle it on all of them. And it smells so good. Oh my God, I can't wait. All right, okay, let's talk about the wine. All right, so whiskey's tired out. right, so over here I've kind of like done a little pre-setup. You know, I took some cuttings that I had propagating, okay? Because if you're doing your like treat yourself thing, you know, and okay, some of you might not want to get this fancy, and that is fine. I'm just showing you what I like to do because it's fun. So this is an idea. Took some propagations, used them as little like, I guess, what do you call them, garnishes? Okay, so that's what I did. And I took these little shot glass dessert thingies. I think I got these at Bed Bath & Beyond. They came as a set. It came with like these like round ones, and then these like tall ones, and then like these like square ones. Oopsie, oh well, that's okay. So I think they were probably like $10 for like a pack of them. It was very affordable. Sorry, wardrobe adjustment. Okay. So I'm showing you what is very easy to do. All right, I'm sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought here. All right, so what we have here, some cheese. This is finely sliced and stuck in these beautiful little appetizer shot glass things, whatever. Some grapes, obviously. These are pita chips, crackers. These beauties are a very first for me. They're little crisps. These weird tools came from, okay, not weird, that's nice. These garden tools, tiny little Barbie garden tools. Hold on. Oh, it's so good. I don't know. What are you supposed to use these for? Anyway. I don't know. Anyway, it came with like a plant stand thing that I got. I absolutely love the plant stand, by the way. I'm gonna show you that in my plant care tour today, because the plant stand that these random garden tools came in, the plant stand is actually pretty cool. It's actually really nice. It's really aesthetically pleasing, and I absolutely love it. So I'll show you that later today, but these little random garden dealios, they came with it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. So we've got our cheeses that I talked about. This is actually provolone. See, I get to talk and I gotta make sure I check that. Provolone, pepper jack, and then this little guy over here is honey. It is a different kind of honey that is in a little jar. It's a sugared honey. Anyway, you can usually find it at like TJ Maxx, Wegmans. You can find it in pretty much anywhere, but it's in a little jar and it looks more solid and cloudy than the kind that you would put in your tea. Anyway, that goes really well with the goat cheese. This is honey goat cheese from Wegmans. This guy right here and honey, I have a reason for that. Goes really well with Prosecco or white wines or Sauvignon Blancs. Anyway, so that's why this is here. These little olives here, super fun olive mixture. It is from Wegmans, called Danny's olive mix. Anyway, it's pitted. You always want pitted. You want pitted because you don't want to be like having a fun time and then like getting an olive pit in your mouth or in your throat. It's not good. In this little beautiful glass here, we have caramelized onion, hummus, and just a rice cracker for, you know, prettiness. Down here, we actually took the olive oil that was in the olive mix, put it in here to repurpose it because waste not, want not. We're going for simple.
You're doing good, just relax.
No, I'm like freaking out.
You're fine. Just take a sip of your wine.
I know, I'm like going crazy over here. Okay. So the first time out, you're gonna take these out, and you know they look a little toasted. Not too bad though. And then you just want to individually flip them. You know, you might think that would take some time, but it literally takes less than a minute to go ahead and flip these guys. You just want even toastedness. You're treating yourself. This is the whole point of doing this. This is your supper. This is your treat. You're doing plant care. You want to spoil yourself because you're doing a good deed to your plants. So you are important. You are worth it. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. You are taking care of your plants. So you need to do this for yourself. Okay. So I flipped them all. And now what I'm going to do, because I flipped them, I don't want any more garlic salt. Don't do that. All right. I've learned the hard way. Take it from me. I'm gonna do some cheese. I'm just gonna go ahead, and if you get some cheese on the cookie sheet, whatever, who cares? That's delicious to scrape off and eat as a snack anyway. All right, and I'm gonna leave these ones free and blank because my goat cheese and honey with the Prosecco later is gonna be amazing. So we're just gonna do some cheese on there. And then what I wanna do really quickly is I need to grab a trivet. Alright, because I need to set this down. I should have done that earlier, but this is my first time. Alright, so I'm going to set that down. And then I'm going to go ahead and chop up some basil that I got from my herb garden outside. And how you do that is just bunch it up. Don't worry about mixing it with old crumbs from your, previous cutting of the bread. Who cares? It doesn't matter. So you just go ahead and slice that baby up. You don't want to do it really fine. Fresh herbs. The olive oil mixture over here real quick. This right here, what makes this delicious is the fresh herbs. Okay? Yeah, granted. Freshly squeezed garlic using a garlic press like this, okay? You get the shell off the garlic, you stick the garlic in there, you stick in some olive oil, you get your fresh chopped herbs. It's money. It's like you went out to a restaurant but you don't have the bill. Okay, so let's take this herb mixture. I'm just gonna take just a little bit on each. You don't really need a whole lot a little goes a long way with these herbs, honestly. Little goes a long way. So we're just gonna go ahead. Yeah, make it rain. That's what we're doing. Make it rain. You can even do that. Dan, that's fine. Just whatever. All right. Simple, easy. Have fun. The more complicated you make it, the less fun you have. And the whole idea behind tonight, with your plant care routine and taking care of plants, is to have fun. But if you decide that you like these little tricks and you want to use them for a dinner party, they work for that too. All right, so we have our certain ones with herbs on it and cheese. Now, I want some bruschetta. I don't know about you, but when I drink red wine, I want bruschetta. You can make it fresh. You can grill the tomatoes yourself. You can buy the tomatoes, whatever. This is the easy way though. I'm going with easy tonight because I'm treating myself and I don't want a whole bunch of work. It would take me half an hour to make this. I don't have half an hour. So here's my bruschetta mixture. I don't have a spoon, so I'm gonna use my hand. Okay. Just straight up putting it on there. Bam, done. Super easy, not complicated, but it will be delicious, nonetheless. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna leave a few without, okay? For whatever. All right, that's it, done. Now I'm gonna pop this in the oven because it's at 475. I'm gonna only stick it in there for like probably 2 minutes at tops, maybe a minute. I'm not gonna leave it though, I have to watch it. I don't want it to burn. Notice how I'm putting it on the bottom shelf. If you have your oven on high, 475, 500, you don't want it on the top shelf, it'll burn. So I'm just gonna stick it in there because I always forget it's in there because I get to doing something and then I forget. A little wine education. So in my review for tonight's wine, I have a Cabernet Sauvignon, and Cabernet Sauvignon is the grape, okay? And the brand is Ramshackle. So I got this at Total Wine. I believe it's like $17.99 for a bottle, but this week, rather month, I'm not really sure how long the sale is going on, but at Total Wine, it's $14.99. Now, I don't know where you are, where they sell the wine, but Ramshackle is the brand. And if you are fortunate enough to have a Total Wine near you, then it is on sale right now. Anyway. So that is a red wine. It's a full-bodied red, lots of tones of, I would say, it's a little bit not so oaky, but smooth. It has a little bit of a backdrop of cherry. I taste a little bit of berry in there, but it has no bitter aftertaste. It's actually a very good, affordable red if you're in the market for a red. It's a very satisfying, sort of highbrow red, but for a low cost. So this is something you should definitely check out. Another very affordable wine that's sort of on the highbrow end, meaning you could pay a lot of money, but you know, do you have to? No, you don't. You can have a very good wine experience with little budget. So Vostra, over here. Vostra is the Prosecco of choice. You want to serve this chilled. And it is a very delicious, it's a sparkling wine. It's Italian, a Prosecco. And it is a very delicious Italian sparkling wine. Now, I believe it was $10.99. And this again was at Total Wine and More. I'm not really sure how much is at other establishments, but that's the cost at Total Wine. The great thing about Total Wine is they offer coupons, so I think I got 10% off of that as well. Anyway, it's bubbly, it's sparkly, it's a drier wine, yet it has just enough sweetness to sort of satiate your palate with, you know, that little bit of, you know, I don't know, delicious, treat experience. Really super versatile, flexible wine. I highly recommend this. It's one of my favorites. So let's get into it, shall we? So our bruschetta has come out of the oven, as well as our plainer varieties. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Rachel Ray's balsamic glaze. It is a reduction drizzle. It's super fantastic. It's kind of like what they use in the restaurants when they do the glaze. So I absolutely love it. I think this was like $4, give or take, at you know, your local grocery store. I think I got mine at Walmart. Okay, so you just kind of hold it over and you lightly drizzle, back and forth motion, just like so. And that is how easy it is. You'd pay $20 for that if you went out to eat, but here it costs you next to nothing. I mean, here, are you coming over? I meant in your home. All right. So what it does is it adds a little bit of acidity. It can complement a red, super easy, which, as you know, when you have a red wine and you have tomatoes, basil, mozzarella, or provolone, romano, whatever, complements well with a red wine. Now, I also have had these with Prosecco, and it's perfectly fine, okay? I left some of these toasted pieces out for goat cheese and honey mixture, so that way if you want to enjoy it with Prosecco, it's a perfect pairing with that as well. So normally I wouldn't have this much wine in a glass. I would swirl it around. Even before that though, I would have it in a decanter for about an hour. Red wine, decanter, an hour. It gets the oxygen in it. It changes the taste of the wine. So red wine is very important, especially a full-bodied red like a cab, okay? So I've actually let this set out in the glass for about an hour, so it's probably pretty good. But I usually swirl it around and then I smell it, because that's what I do. You should smell yours too, especially if you're at a restaurant and you are ordering wine. I am telling you right now from experience, they never put the dates, no, I shouldn't say never, some restaurants do, some restaurants don't. The dates are not on the bottle, and they should be. Because if you're drinking a wine that's over 3 days old or 4 days old, it's gonna taste like cat piss. Sorry, but that's what's going on. Or vinegar, like vinegar that you would pour in a salad. You don't want that. That's not, no, that doesn't taste good. So you always smell it first. You wanna stick your nose over the glass, and you want want to take it in a couple times. It's part of the experience. I know that seems a little bougie, but it is part of the experience of wine. You know, when you're ready to do your plant care and you've got your wine, you've got your treats, you know, you can take a little snack-a-rooney there. It's okay, it's all for me. I can just jump right over it. Whiskey. Whiskey's gonna have some too, because this video is partly him, so I'm gonna be hogging out because I'm gonna be taking care of plants. I'm gonna drink some wine. I'm gonna take care of some plants, so I'm gonna be hogging. I'm gonna be eating up. I'm hungry. Look, I just made a dog treat. Maybe this is what we should be doing. No, I don't think that anybody cares how I made it. Alright. This is some good bleep. I'm not gonna swear. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Sometimes, if it's just for me, I'll just eat the head right off. Like that. You know, it's for me. I'm good here. Who cares? Plant care is gonna be so good today. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna take care of some plants. I made a big mistake this week. You're about to find out what it is. Trust me, the Cabernet, the Prosecco, I need them both. Because what I'm about to show you, you're gonna die. I couldn't believe I did it myself. I basically killed one of my biggest Monstera deliciosas that ever I had. And why did I do that? Because I'm stupid. Apparently I'm dumb. Nobody told me I'm dumb. But my plant did when I came back from Richmond, and it was burnt. Alive! It's like, I'm telling you, man, you know, they give parents what to expect when you're expecting books, you know, and you follow it to a T because you're dealing with humans, but with plants, you're a little more loosey-goosey. I didn't really measure out where the sun was gonna hit when I left my plant outside. It's burnt. To a point where you're gonna see. Cheers. Oh, I gotta say. Feel the moment good wine. Not gonna open the Bougie yet though. So these are little doodads from Wegmans. They don't even sell olives in the aisle. Okay, they do, but they're crap. But they try to push their like olive bar, so like the best olives you can get in place are like at the olive bar, so that's what I did, and they're cheaper than buying them by the jar anyway. So this is Danny's unpitted mix. Looks like there's like, I don't know what this olive is, but it looks pretty full. Yum. This is a Kalamata. Some green doohickey, I don't know. This guy looks like he's stuffed with some blue cheese or something. Let's try him. He's good. The blue cheese one's good. Or maybe it's, I think it's gorgonzola. Anyway. Danny's something mix at Wegmans. Okay. Alright. Good. All good. Alright, so I guess I should water my plants right now. Alright, so I can tell this guy is like super dry. So we're gonna give him a good water. Taking a little stop here at my station. This is part of my plant care routine. I'll usually grab one of these guys. I'm out of water again. So you know when you can do this to the soil, it's pretty dry. All right, let's go. Time for a refill, plant people. Time for the crappy watering can that drizzles incessantly from the spout. I don't recommend this watering can. You got this at Lowe's. It's a piece of trash. Don't buy this watering can. It's horrible. Philodendron neon is doing well. I just recently put this guy in the shower, so I know he's good. I watered him already because I was scared. My plants I have on a set of wheels because they're too big for me to muscle. So I move them and look at them. Like so. Oh yeah, this guy needs watered. Whiskey.
He says I'm included in this.
Yes, you are, you weirdo. Look how his tail like gives me propagations instantly. Yes, come here. Come. So this guy is really cute. Notice how like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. I could probably put another tiny plant down in there. I haven't done that yet. But I think it's a really aesthetically pleasing look for any scape, any room. I like it. This is the wood version. I love it. Checking on plants and making sure everything's going well. Like this guy I can see probably needs water. It's really dry. These are my propagations of my variegated string of hearts. So these are all propagations. This is my Sansevieria propagation. You actually gave this to me, Taylor. This is the Hoya Hindu rope. This is yours, actually. That one's yours. Oh, I have it on top of a Sansevieria propagation. I don't think this one took, though. This one did, because you can see the babies. This was a mixed bag. I don't know. I just threw a bunch in there. This is a bunch of like cuttings my daughter took off of her very first plant she ever got. And this one, if you can see, there's a lot of little buds in there. But she basically just stuck them in a water propagation jar and saw what happened, and bam, here we go. This came from the terrarium, actually. We'll do another video on that though, anyway. So I'm really digging my string of hearts though. These propagations are fun. They are so much fun to do. This guy isn't stopping. Look at the texture of these leaves. I mean, I have that in this little tiny little propagation container, but man, do I love to propagate peperonia. They are so much fun. We have to do a follow-up video on the tank, but the tank is overgrowing right now. And it's only been what? How long has it been? 2 weeks? Yeah. I mean, let's just for the heck of it. Part of my watering routine is checking this guy out. So let's just look. Let's just see. Let's pull up one of these guys and just check it out. Oh my God, look at that. Look at those roots. Shoot. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.